July 4th is the 185th day of the year, 186th in leap years. In the Gregorian calendar, there are 180 days remaining until the end of the year. This date is slightly more likely to fall on a Monday, Wednesday or Saturday, 58 in 400 years each, than on Thursday or Friday, 57, and slightly less likely to occur on a Tuesday or Sunday, 56. The Aphelion, the point in the year when the Earth is farthest from the Sun, occurs around this date. Events: 362 BC, Battle of Mantinea. The Thebans, led by Epaminondas, defeated the Spartans. 414 Emperor Theodosius II, aged 13, yields power to his older sister Aelia Pulcheria, who reigned as regent and proclaimed herself Empress Augusta of the Eastern Roman Empire. 836 Pactum Sicadi, a peace treaty between the Principality of Benevento and the Duchy of Naples, is signed. 993 Ulrich of Augsburg is canonized as a saint. 1054 A supernova, called SN 1054, is seen by Chinese Song dynasty, Arab, and possibly Amerindian observers near the stars Eta Tauri. For several months, it remains bright enough to be seen during the day. Its remnants form the Crab Nebula. 1120 Jordan II of Capua is anointed as prince after his infant nephew's death. 1187 The Crusades. Battle of Hattin. Saladin defeats Guy of Lusignan, king of Jerusalem. 1253 Battle of West Capelle. John I of Avenay defeats Guy of Dampierre. 1359 Francesco II Ordelaffi of Forli surrenders to the papal commander Gildo Albornoz. 1456 Ottoman Wars in Europe. The siege of Nandor-Ferevar, Belgrade, begins. 1534 Christian III is elected King of Denmark and Norway in the town of Rye. 1584 Philip Amadas and Arthur Barlow arrive at Roanoke Island. 1610 The Battle of Klushino is fought between forces of the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth and Russia during the Polish-Muscovite War. 1634 The city of Trois-Rivières is founded in New France, now Quebec, Canada. 1744 The Treaty of Lancaster, in which the Iroquois cedes lands between the Allegheny Mountains and the Ohio River to the British colonies, was signed in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. 1774 Orangetown resolutions are adopted in the province of New York, one of many protests against the British Parliament's coercive acts. 1776 American Revolution. The United States Declaration of Independence is adopted by the Second Continental Congress. 1778 American Revolutionary War. American forces under George Clark capture Kaskaskia during the Illinois Campaign. 1802 At West Point, New York, the United States Military Academy opens. 1803 The Louisiana Purchase is announced to the American people. 1817 In Rome, New York, construction on the Erie Canal begins. 1826 Thomas Jefferson, third President of the United States, dies the same day as John Adams, second President of the United States. On the 50th anniversary of the adoption of the United States Declaration of Independence, 1827, slavery is abolished in New York State. 1831 Samuel Francis Smith writes, "My country, 'tis of thee," for the Boston, Massachusetts July 4th festivities. 1837 Grand Junction Railway, the world's first long-distance railway, opens between Birmingham and Liverpool. 1838 The Iowa Territory is organized. 1855 The first edition of Walt Whitman's Book of Poems, Leaves of Grass, is published in Brooklyn. 1862 Lewis Carroll tells Alice Liddell a story that would grow into Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and its sequels. 1863 American Civil War. Siege of Vicksburg. Vicksburg, Mississippi surrenders to Ulysses S. Grant after 47 days of siege. 150 miles up the Mississippi River, a Confederate army is repulsed at the Battle of Helena, Arkansas. 1863 American Civil War. The Army of Northern Virginia withdraws from the battlefield after losing the Battle of Gettysburg, signaling an end to the Southern invasion of the North. 1879 Anglo-Zulu War. The Zululand capital of Ulundi is captured by British troops and burned to the ground, ending the war and forcing King Setshwayo to flee. 1881 in Alabama. The Tuskegee Institute opens. 1886 The people of France offer the Statue of Liberty to the people of the United States. 1886 The first scheduled Canadian transcontinental train arrives in Port Moody, British Columbia. 1887 The founder of Pakistan, Quaid-i-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah, joins Sindh Madrasatul Islam, Karachi. 1892 Western Samoa changes the international dateline, causing Monday, July 4, to occur twice, resulting in a year with 367 days. 1894 The short-lived Republic of Hawaii is proclaimed by Sanford B. Dole. 1898 En route from New York to Le Havre, the ocean liner SS La Bourgogne collides with another ship and sinks off the coast of Sable Island, with the loss of 549 lives. 1903 Philippine-American War is officially concluded. 1903 Dorothy Levitt is reported as the first Englishwoman to compete in a motor race. 1910 African-American boxer Jack Johnson knocks out white boxer Jim Jeffries in a heavyweight boxing match, sparking race riots across the United States. 1911 A massive heat wave strikes the northeastern United States, killing 380 people in 11 days and breaking temperature records in several cities. 1913 President Woodrow Wilson addresses American Civil War veterans at the Great Reunion of 1913. 1914 The funeral of Archduke Franz Ferdinand and his wife Sophie takes place in Vienna, 6 days after their assassinations in Sarajevo. 1918 Ottoman Sultan Mehmed VI ascends to the throne. 1918 World War I. The Battle of Hamel, a successful attack by the Australian Corps against German positions near the town of Le Hamel on the Western Front. 1918 Bolsheviks kill Tsar Nicholas II of Russia and his family. Julian calendar date: 1927 First flight of the Lockheed Vega. 1934 Leo Szilard patents the chain reaction design that would later be used in the atomic bomb. 1939 Lou Gehrig, recently diagnosed with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, informs a crowd at Yankee Stadium that he considers himself the luckiest man on the face of the earth, then announces his retirement from Major League Baseball. 1939 Hein Fues founds Hoahau Buddhism. 1941 Nazi troops massacre Polish scientists and writers in the captured Ukrainian city of Lviv. 1941 World War II. The burning of the Riga synagogues. The Great Choral Synagogue in German-occupied Riga is burnt with 300 Jews locked in the basement. 1942 World War II. The 250-day siege of Sevastopol in the Crimea ends when the city falls to Axis forces. 1943 World War II. The Battle of Kursk, the largest full-scale battle in history and the world's largest tank battle, begins in Prokhorovka village. 1943 World War II. In Gibraltar, a Royal Air Force B-24 Liberator bomber crashes into the sea in an apparent accident moments after takeoff, killing 16 passengers on board, including General Władysław Sikorski, the commander-in-chief of the Polish army and the prime minister of the Polish government in exile. Only the pilot survives. 1946 – The Kielce pogrom against Jewish Holocaust survivors in Poland. 1946 – After 381 years of near-continuous colonial rule by various powers, the Philippines attains full independence from the United States. 1947 – The Indian Independence Bill is presented before the British House of Commons, proposing the independence of the provinces of British India into two sovereign countries, India and Pakistan. 1950 – Radio Free Europe first broadcasts. 1951 – A court in Czechoslovakia sentences American journalist William Menn Otis to 10 years in prison on charges of espionage. 1951 – William Shockley announces the invention of the junction transistor. 1960 – Due to the post-Independence Day admission of Hawaii as the 50th U.S. state on August 21. 1959 – The 50-star flag of the United States debuts in Philadelphia. Almost 10.5 months later. See Flag Act. 1961 – On its maiden voyage, the Soviet nuclear-powered submarine K-19 suffers a complete loss of coolant to its reactor. The crew are able to effect repairs, but 22 of them die of radiation poisoning over the following 2 years. 1966 – U.S. President Lyndon B. Johnson signs the Freedom of Information Act into United States law. The act went into effect the next year. 1976 – Israeli commandos raid Entebbe airport in Uganda, rescuing all but 4 of the passengers and crew of an Air France jetliner seized by Palestinian terrorists. 1977 – The George Jackson Brigade plants a bomb at the main power substation for the Washington state capitol in Olympia, in solidarity with a prison strike at the Walla Walla State Penitentiary Intensive Security Unit. 1982 – 3 Iranian diplomats and a journalist are kidnapped in Lebanon by Phalange forces almost 34 years ago, and the fate remains unknown. 1987 – In France, former Gestapo chief Klaus Barbie, a.k.a. the Butcher of Lyon, is convicted of crimes against humanity and sentenced to life imprisonment. 1994 – Rwandan genocide. Kigali, the Rwandan capital, is captured by the Rwandan Patriotic Front, ending the genocide in the city. 1997 – NASA's Pathfinder space probe lands on the surface of Mars. 1998 – Japan launches the Nozomi probe to Mars, joining the United States and Russia as a space-exploring nation. 2004 – The cornerstone of the Freedom Tower is laid on the World Trade Center site in New York City. 2005 – The Deep Impact Collider hits the comet Tempel 1. 2009 – The Statue of Liberty's crown reopens to the public after 8 years of closure due to security concerns following the September 11 attacks. 2009 – The first of 4 days of bombings begins on the southern Philippine island group of Mindanao. 2012 – The discovery of particles consistent with the Higgs boson at the Large Hadron Collider is announced at CERN. 2016 – The arrival of the Juno probe to Jupiter. Births. AD 68 – Salonina Matidia, Roman daughter of Ulpia Marchana. d. 119. 1095 – Osama ibn Munki, Muslim poet, author and Faris. Knight. d. 1188. 1330 – Ashikaga Yoshiakira, Japanese shogun. d. 1367. 1477 – Johannes Aventinus, Bavarian historian and philologist. d. 1534. 1546 – Murad III, Ottoman Sultan. d. 1595. 1656 – John Leake, Royal Navy Admiral. d. 1720. 1694 – Louis Claude Daquin, French organist and composer. d. 1772. 1715 – Christian Fürchtegott Gellert, German poet and academic. d. 1769. 1719 Michel Jean Sedaine, French playwright. d. 1797. 1790 George Everest, Welsh geographer and surveyor. d. 1866. 1799 Oscar I of Sweden. d. 1859. 1804 Nathaniel Hawthorne, American novelist and short story writer. d. 1864. 1807 Giuseppe Garibaldi, Italian general and politician. d. 1882. 1816 Hiram Walker, American businessman, founded Canadian Club Whiskey. d. 1899. 1826 Stephen Foster, American songwriter and composer. d. 1864. 1845 Thomas John Bernardo, Irish philanthropist and humanitarian. d. 1905. 1847 James Anthony Bailey, American circus ringmaster, co-founded Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus. d. 1906. 1854 Victor Babes, Romanian physician and biologist. d. 1926. 1854 Bill Tillman, American police officer. d. 1924. 1867 Stephen Mather, American businessman. d. 1930. 1868 Henrietta Swan Leavitt, American astronomer and academic. d. 1921. 1872 Calvin Coolidge, American lawyer and politician, 30th President of the United States. d. 1933. 1874 John McPhee, Australian journalist and politician, 27th Premier of Tasmania. d. 1952. 1880 Victor Kraft, Austrian philosopher from the Vienna Circle. d. 1975. 1881 Ulysses S. Grant III, American general. d. 1968. 1882 Louis B. Mayer, American film producer, founded the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. d. 1957. 1883 Rube Goldberg, American sculptor, cartoonist, and engineer. d. 1970. 1887 Pio Pian, Italian engineer and businessman. d. 1965. 1888 Henry Armetta, Italian-American actor and singer. d. 1945. 1895 Irving Caesar, American songwriter and composer. d. 1996. 1896 Mao Dun, Chinese journalist, author, and critic. d. 1981. 1897 Alluri Sitaram Rayu, Indian activist. d. 1924. 1898 Pilar Barbosa, Puerto Rican American historian and activist. d. 1997. 1898 Gertrude Lawrence, British actress, singer, and dancer. d. 1952. 1898 Gulzarlal Nanda, Indian politician. d. 1998. 1898 Gertrude Weaver, American supercentenarian. d. 2015. 1902 Meyer Lansky, American gangster. d. 1983. 1902 George Murphy, American actor and politician. d. 1992. 1902 Floor Peters, Belgian organist, composer, and educator. d. 1986. 1904 Angela Baddeley, English actress. d. 1976. 1905 Irving Johnson, American sailor and author. d. 1991. 1905 Lionel Trilling, American critic, essayist, short story writer, and educator. d. 1975. 1907 John Anderson, American discus thrower. d. 1948. 1907 Howard Taubman, American author and critic. d. 1996. 1909 Alec Templeton, Welsh composer, pianist and satirist. D. 1963. 1910 Robert K. Merton, American sociologist and scholar. D. 2003. 1910 Gloria Stewart, American actress. D. 2010. 1911 Bruce Hamilton, Australian public servant. D. 1989. 1911 Mitch Miller, American singer and producer. D. 2010. 1912 Vivienne Romance, French actress and producer. D. 1991. 1914 Nuccio Bettone, Italian automobile designer. D. 1997. 1916 Eva Toguri d'Aquino, American typist and broadcaster. D. 2006. 1918 Epi Lederer, American journalist and radio host. D. 2002. 1918 Johnny Parsons, American race car driver. D. 1984. 1918 Pauline Phillips, American journalist and radio host. Created Dear Abby. D. 2013. 1918 Talfaraha Tupou IV of Tonga. D. 2006. 1920 Norm Drucker, American basketball player and referee. D. 2015. 1920 Leona Helmsley, American businesswoman. D. 2007. 1920 Fritz Wild, German footballer and manager. D. 1977. 1921 Gerard Debreu, French economist and mathematician, Nobel Prize laureate. D. 2004. 1921 Metropolitan Mikhail Vassayat. D. 2014. 1921 Philip Rose, American actor, playwright, and producer. D. 2011. 1921 Tibor Varga, Hungarian violinist and conductor. D. 2003. 1923 Rudolf Friedrich, Swiss lawyer and politician. D. 2013. 1924 Eva Marie Saint, American actress. 1926 Alfredo Di Stefano, Argentinian Spanish footballer and coach. D. 2014. 1926 Lake Underwood, American race car driver and businessman. D. 2008. 1927 Gina Lollobrigida, Italian actress and photographer. 1927 Neil Simon, American playwright and screenwriter. 1928 Giampiero Boniperti, Italian footballer and politician. 1928 Shan Ratnam, Sri Lankan physician and academic. D. 2001. 1928 Chuck Tanner, American baseball player and manager. D. 2011. 1929 Al Davis, American football player, coach, and manager. D. 2011. 1929 Bill Tuttle, American baseball player. D. 1998. 1930 Ron Casey, Australian journalist and sportscaster. 1930 George Steinbrenner, American businessman. D. 2010. 1931 Stephen Boyd, Northern Ireland-born American actor. D. 1977. 1931 Rick Cassez, American football player and soldier. D. 2013. 1931 Sébastien Japrisot, French author, director, and screenwriter. D. 2003. 1932 Auriel van den Drijsje, Belgian runner. 1934 Yvonne B. Miller, American academic and politician. D. 2012. 1934 Colin Welland, English actor and screenwriter. D. 2015. 1935 Paul Schoon, Grenadian politician, second Governor-General of Grenada. D. 2013. 1936 Zdzisława Woodinart, Polish soprano and actress. 1937 Thomas Nagel, American philosopher and academic. 1937 Queen Sonja of Norway. 1937 Richard Rhodes. American journalist and historian. 1937 Eric Walters. Australian journalist. d. 2010. 1938 Stephen Rose. English biologist and academic. 1938 Bill Withers. American singer-songwriter and producer. 1940 Dave Roberry. English pianist and songwriter. d. 2003. 1940 Pat Stapleton. Canadian ice hockey player. 1941 Sam Farr. American politician. 1941 Tomas Salomon. Croatian-Slovenian poet and academic. d. 2014. 1941 Sergio Oliva. Cuban-American bodybuilder. d. 2012. 1941 Pavel Sedlacek. Czech singer, songwriter and guitarist. 1941 Brian Wilson. American soldier, lawyer, and activist. 1942 Hal Lanier. American baseball player, coach, and manager. 1942 Floyd Little. American football player and coach. 1942 Stefan Meller. French-Polish academic and politician. Polish Minister of Foreign Affairs. d. 2008. 1942 Prince Michael of Kent. 1942 Peter Rowan. American singer-songwriter and guitarist. 1943 Connie Bauer. German trombonist. 1943 Emerson Boozer. American football player and sportscaster. 1943 Adam Hart Davis. English historian, author, and photographer. 1943 Geraldo Rivera. American lawyer, journalist, and author. 1943 Alan Wilson. American singer-songwriter and guitarist. d. 1970. 1944 Jamie Gordon. American author and academic. 1945 Andrei Spitzer. Romanian-Israeli fencer and coach. d. 1972. 1946 Ron Kovich. American author and activist. 1946 David McWilliams. Irish singer, songwriter and guitarist. d. 2002. 1946 Michael Milken. American businessman and philanthropist. 1947 Lembit Olfsak. Estonian actor and director. 1948 René Arnoux. French race car driver. 1948 Tommy Korberg. Swedish singer and actor. 1948 Jeremy Spencer. English singer, songwriter and guitarist. 1950 Philip Craven. English basketball player and swimmer. 1950 David Jensen. Canadian English radio and television host. 1951 Kathleen Kennedy Townsend. American lawyer and politician. 6th Lieutenant Governor of Maryland. 1951 John Alexander. Australian tennis player and politician. 1951 Vladimir Tismaninu. Romanian-American political scientist, sociologist, and academic. 1952 Paul Roget Loeb. American author and activist. 1952 Alvaro Uribe. Colombian lawyer and politician. 39th President of Colombia. 1952 John Waite. English singer, songwriter and guitarist. 1953 Francis Maude. English lawyer and politician. Minister for the Cabinet Office. 1954 Morgana. American model, actress, and dancer. 1954 Jim Beattie. American baseball player, coach, and manager. 1955 Kevin Nichols. Australian cyclist. 1956 Robert Sinclair Mackay. British academic and educator. 1957 Rain Lang. Estonian politician and diplomat. 25th Estonian Minister of Foreign Affairs. 1958 Steve Hartman. American sportscaster. 1958 Kirk Pengilly. Australian singer and guitarist. 1958 Carl Valentine. English-Canadian footballer, coach, and manager. 1959 Victoria Abril. Spanish actress and singer. 1960 Roland Ratzenberger. Austrian race car driver. d. 1994. 1961 Richard Garriott. English-American video game designer. Created the Ultima series. 1962 Pam Shriver. American tennis player and sportscaster. 1963 Henry Leconte. French tennis player and sportscaster. 1963 Laureano Marquez. Spanish-Venezuelan political scientist and journalist. 1963 Jose Oquendo. Puerto Rican-American baseball player and coach. 1963 William Ramelow. Bolivian footballer and coach. 1963 Michael Sweet. American singer-songwriter, guitarist, and producer. 1964 Cle Kuimin. American soccer player and manager. 1964 Elie Saab. Lebanese fashion designer. 1964 Edi Rama. Albanian politician. 1964 Mark Slaughter. American singer-songwriter and producer. 1964 Mark Whiting. American actor, director, and screenwriter. 1965 Harvey Grant. American basketball player and coach. 1965 Horace Grant. American basketball player and coach. 1965 Kyriakos Karatidis. Greek footballer and manager. 1965 Gerard Watkins. English actor and playwright. 1966 Minas Hantzidis. German-Greek footballer. 1966 Lee Reherman. American actor. d. 2016. 1967 Vinny Castilla. Mexican baseball player and manager. 1967 Sebastian Deline. French athlete. 1967 Andy Walker. English-Canadian journalist. 1968 Ronnie Ancona. Scottish actress and screenwriter. 1968 Jack Frost. American guitarist and songwriter. 1969 Al Golden. American football player and coach. 1969 Todd Marinovich. American football player and coach. 1969 Wilfred Muggy. Zimbabwean footballer and coach. 1972 Stephen Giles. Canadian canoe racer and engineer. 1972 William Goldsmith. American drummer. 1972 Mike Noble. Canadian-American ice hockey player and coach. 1973 Keiko Ihara. Japanese race car driver. 1973 Michael Johnson. English-Jamaican footballer and manager. 1973 Angelica Krylova. Russian ice dancer and coach. 1973 Jan Magnussen. Danish race car driver. 1973 Tony Popovich. Australian footballer and manager. 1974 Gil Krabers. American tennis player. 1974 Larry Glover. American football player and sportscaster. 1974 Adrian Griffin. American basketball player and coach. 1974 Vince Spadea. American tennis player. 1976 Daijiro Kato. Japanese motorcycle racer. d. 2003. 1976 Yevgenia Medvedeva. Russian skier. 1977 Ori Paul Dyrison. Icelandic drummer. 1977 Jonas Kjellgren. Swedish singer, guitarist, and producer. 1977 Zoe Naylor. Australian actress, journalist, and producer. 1978 Marcos Daniel. Brazilian tennis player. 1978 Andrea Gabriel. American actress, producer, and screenwriter. 1978 Stephen McNally. English singer-songwriter. 1978 Emile Impenza. Belgian footballer. 1978 Katja Ziegler. Greek model and actress. 1979 Dumas, Canadian singer-songwriter and guitarist. 1979 Siim Kabarits, Estonian politician. 1979 Josh McCone, American football player. 1979 Renny Vega, Venezuelan footballer. 1980 Noah Kalina, American photographer. 1980 Kwame Steed, Bermudan footballer. 1981 Dede, Angolan footballer. 1981 Brock Berlin, American football player. 1981 Christoph Preuss, German footballer. 1981 Francisco Cruzita, Dominican baseball player. 1981 Will Smith, American football player. 2016. 1981 Michael The Situation Sorrentino, American model, author and television personality. 1982 Vladimir Gusev, Russian cyclist. 1982 Vladimir Boyza, Georgian basketball player. 1983 Melanie Fiona, Canadian singer-songwriter. 1983 Ben Jorgensen, American singer-songwriter and guitarist. 1983 Amantal Montsho, Botswanan sprinter. 1983 Andrew Mistotek, American drummer. 1983 Miguel Pinto, Chilean footballer. 1983 Amol Rajan, Indian English journalist. 1983 Mattias Serafini, Italian footballer. 1984 Jin Nakanishi, Japanese singer-songwriter. 1984 Miguel Santos Soares, Timorese footballer. 1984 Shamil Zavurov, Russian mixed martial artist. 1985 Reinald Sersnans, Latvian basketball player. 1985 Kane Tennis, Australian footballer. 1985 Dimitrios Mavroidis, Greek basketball player. 1985 Wason Renteria, Colombian footballer. 1986 Omar Asak, Turkish basketball player. 1986 Takaiza Masuda, Japanese singer. 1986 Nguyen Ngoc Duy, Vietnamese footballer. 1986 Rafael Arevalo, Salvadoran tennis player. 1986 Willem Janssen, Dutch footballer. 1986 Fanny Vallet, French actress. 1986 Terence Knighton, American football player. 1986 Marte Eldon, Norwegian skier. 1987 Wu Dialu, Ethiopian runner. 1987 Gurung Kashia, Georgian footballer. 1987 Jason Smith, Irish sprinter. 1989 Benjamin Buckle, English footballer. 1989 Yoon Do-jun, South Korean singer and dancer. 1989 Rogers Kola, Zambian footballer. 1990 Bacaralo Nuvo, Togolese footballer. 1990 Richardi Forzi, Indonesian footballer. 1990 Jay Gardner, American ice hockey player. 1990 Richard Mpong, Ghanaian footballer. 1990 Naoki Yamada, Japanese footballer. 1990 Ihar Yazinski, Belarusian footballer. 1991 Akhafi Tajuddin Rosati, Bruneian runner. 1993 Tom Barkhausen, English footballer. Deaths: 673 Egbert of Kent, 907 Luitpold, Margrave of Bavaria, 907 Dietmar I, Archbishop of Salzburg, 910 Luo Xiaowei, Chinese warlord. B. 877, 943 Tareo of Goryeo, Korean king. B. 877, 965 Pope Benedict V, 973 Ulrich of Augsburg, German bishop and saint. B. 890, 1187 Reynaud of Châtillon, French knight. B. 1125, 1307 Rudolph I of Bohemia. B. 1281, 1336 St. Elizabeth of Portugal, b. 1271. 1429 Carlo I Tocco, ruler of Epirus, b. 1372. 1450 James Fiennes, 1st Baron Say and Selle. 1533 John Frith, English priest, writer, and martyr, b. 1503. 1541 Pedro de Alvarado, Spanish general and explorer, b. 1495. 1546 Hayreddin Barbarossa, Greek-Turkish admiral, b. 1478. 1551 Gregory Cromwell, 1st Baron Cromwell, English politician, b. 1514. 1603 Philippe de Monti, Flemish composer and educator, b. 1521. 1623 William Byrd, English composer, b. c. 1540. 1648 Antoine Daniel, French missionary and saint, b. 1601. 1742 Luigi Guido Grandi, Italian monk, mathematician, and engineer, b. 1671. 1754 Philippe Nerico d'Estuches, French playwright and author, b. 1680. 1761 Samuel Richardson, English author and painter, b. 1689. 1780 Prince Charles Alexander of Lorraine, b. 1712. 1787 Charles, Prince of Soubise, Marshal of France, b. 1715. 1821 Richard Cosway, English painter and academic, b. 1742. 1826 John Adams, American lawyer and politician, second President of the United States, b. 1735. 1826 Thomas Jefferson, American architect, lawyer, and politician, third President of the United States, b. 1743. 1831 James Monroe, American soldier, lawyer, and politician, fifth President of the United States, b. 1758. 1848 François-René de Chateaubriand, French historian and politician, b. 1768. 1850 William Kirby, English entomologist and author, b. 1759. 1854 Carl Friedrich Eichhorn, German academic and jurist, b. 1781. 1857 William Mell Marcy, American lawyer, judge, and politician, 21st United States Secretary of State, b. 1786. 1881 Johann Wilhelm Snellman, Finnish philosopher and politician, b. 1806. 1882 Joseph Brackett, American composer and author, b. 1797. 1886 Pound Maker, Canadian tribal chief, b. 1797. 1891 Hannibal Hamlin, American lawyer and politician, 15th Vice President of the United States, b. 1809. 1898 Yusuf Ismail, Turkish-Canadian wrestler, b. 1857. 1901 Johannes Schmidt, German linguist and academic, b. 1843. 1902 Vivekananda, Indian monk and saint, b. 1863. 1905 Elisée Reclus, French geographer and author, b. 1830. 1910 Melville Fuller, American lawyer and jurist, 8th Chief Justice of the United States, b. 1833. 1910 Giovanni Schiaparelli, Italian astronomer and historian, b. 1835. 1916 Alan Seeger, American soldier and poet, b. 1888. 1922 Lothar von Richthofen, German lieutenant and pilot, b. 1894. 1926 Pier Giorgio Frassati, Italian activist and saint, b. 1901. 1931 Prince Emmanuel Filiberto, Duke of Aosta. B. 1869. 1934 Marie Curie, French-Polish physicist and chemist, Nobel Prize laureate. B. 1867. 1938 Otto Bauer, Austrian philosopher and politician, Austrian Minister of Foreign Affairs. B. 1881. 1938 Suzanne Lenglen, French tennis player. B. 1899. 1941 Antony Lomnicki, Polish mathematician and academic. B. 1881. 1943 Władysław Sikorski, Polish general and politician, 9th Prime Minister of the Second Republic of Poland. B. 1881. 1946 Taffy O'Callaghan, Welsh footballer and coach. B. 1906. 1946 Gerda Steenhoff, German concentration camp overseer. B. 1922. 1948 Monteiro Lobato, Brazilian journalist and author. B. 1882. 1949 François Brandt, Dutch rower and engineer. B. 1874. 1963 Bernard Freyberg, 1st Baron Freyberg, New Zealand general and politician, 7th Governor-General of New Zealand. B. 1889. 1963 Clyde Kennard, American activist and martyr. B. 1927. 1963 Pingali Venkaya, Indian activist, designed the flag of India. B. 1876. 1964 Gaby Morley, French actress and singer. B. 1893. 1969 Henry D. Coyne, French director and screenwriter. B. 1890. 1970 Barnett Newman, American painter and illustrator. B. 1905. 1970 Harold Sterling Vanderbilt, American sailor and businessman. B. 1884. 1971 Auguste Deleth, American anthologist and author. B. 1909. 1971 Thomas C. Hart, American admiral and politician. B. 1877. 1974 Georgette Heyer, English author. B. 1902. 1974 André Randall, French actor. B. 1892. 1976 Yonatan Netanyahu, Israeli colonel. B. 1946. 1976 Antony Slonimsky, Polish poet and playwright. B. 1895. 1977 Gersh Bucher, Ukrainian physicist and academic. B. 1918. 1979 Li Wei-tong, Chinese footballer and manager. B. 1905. 1980 Maurice Greaves, Belgian linguist and author. B. 1895. 1984 Jimmy Spheris, American singer-songwriter. B. 1949. 1986 Paul Gilbert Langevin, French musicologist, critique musical and physicist. B. 1933. 1986 Floor Peters, Belgian organist and composer. B. 1903. 1986 Oskar Zariski, Belarusian American mathematician and academic. B. 1899. 1990 Olive Ann Burns, American journalist and author. B. 1924. 1991 Victor Chang, Chinese-Australian surgeon and physician. B. 1936. 1991 Art Sansom, American cartoonist. B. 1920. 1992 Astor Piazzolla, Argentinian bandoneon player and composer. B. 1921. 1993 Bona Arsenault, Canadian historian, genealogist, and politician. B. 1903. 1994 Joey Marella, American wrestling referee. B. 1964. 1995 Eva Gabor, Hungarian-American actress and singer. B. 1919. 1995 Bob Ross, American painter and television host. B. 1942. 1997 Charles Kuralt, American journalist. B. 1934. 1997 John Zachary Young, English zoologist and neurophysiologist. B. 1907. 1999 Leo Garrel, American illustrator and educator. B. 1917. 2000 Gustav Herling Grudzinski, Polish journalist and author. B. 1919. 2002 Gerald Bales, Canadian organist and composer. B. 1919. 2002 Benjamin O. Davis, Jr., American general. B. 1912. 2003 Larry Burkett, American author and radio host. B. 1939. 2003 André Claveau, French singer. B. 1915. 2003 Barry White, American singer-songwriter, pianist, and producer. B. 1944. 2004 Jean-Marie Orbison, Swiss violinist and conductor. B. 1920. 2005 Cliff Gopil, Canadian ice hockey player. B. 1915. 2005 Hank Stram, American football player and coach. B. 1923. 2007 Bill Pinkney, American singer. B. 1925. 2008 Thomas M. Disk, American author and poet. B. 1940. 2008 Jesse Helms, American politician. B. 1921. 2008 Evelyn Keyes, American actress. B. 1916. 2008 Terence Keel, American football player. B. 1980. 2008 Charles Wheeler, German-English soldier and journalist. B. 1923. 2009 Brenda Joyce, American actress. B. 1917. 2009 Alan Klein, American businessman and talent agent. Founded ABKCO Records. B. 1931. 2009 Drake Levin, American guitarist. B. 1946. 2009 Steve McNair, American football player. B. 1973. 2009 Lasse Strömstedt, Swedish author and actor. B. 1935. 2009 Jean-Baptiste Tati Lautard, Congolese poet and politician. B. 1938. 2010 Robert Neil Butler, American physician and author. B. 1927. 2012 Hiren Bhattacharya, Indian poet and author. B. 1932. 2012 Jimmy Bivens, American boxer. B. 1919. 2012 Jeng Min-hyong, South Korean footballer. B. 1987. 2012 Eric Sykes, English actor, director, and screenwriter. B. 1923. 2013 Enfloin Brace, Welsh rugby player and sportscaster. B. 1932. 2013 Jack Crompton, English footballer and manager. B. 1921. 2013 James Fulton, American dermatologist and academic. B. 1940. 2013 Charles A. Hines, American general. B. 1935. 2013 Bernie Nolan, Irish singer. B. 1960. 2014 Giorgio Faletti, Italian author, screenwriter, and actor. B. 1950. 2014 C. J. Henderson, American author and critic. B. 1951. 2014 Earl Robinson, American baseball player. B. 1936. 2014 Richard Mellon Scaife, American businessman. B. 1932. 2015 Nedelcho Baranov, Bulgarian judge and politician. B. 1928. 2015 William Conrad Gibbons, American historian, author, and academic. B. 1926. Holidays and observances. Christian feast day. Andrew of Crete, Bertha of Artois, Blessed Catherine Jarridge, Blessed Pier Giorgio Frassati, Elizabeth of Aragon, Oda of Canterbury, Ulrich of Augsburg, July 4th. Eastern Orthodox liturgics. Birthday of Queen Sonja, Norway. The first evening of Tree Festival, celebrated until July 7th. Apatani people, Arunachal Pradesh, India. Independence Day celebrates the declaration of independence of the United States from Great Britain in 1776. United States and its dependencies. Liberation Day, Northern Mariana Islands. Liberation Day, Rwanda. Republic Day, Philippines. BBC. On this day. The New York Times. On this day in Canada.